Yo, what's going on everybody? Thank you all for tuning in. My name is Cody Vondell and I'm back today with more of the best free fonts for Y2K aesthetic. We've done so many fun things in this series. Let's take a quick moment to look back on some of the things we've done on previous episodes. We've made logos, illustrations, used different vector kits that I sell, and even created our own free Y2K font on screen, so make sure to check out the playlist and catch up on all kinds of stuff that we've done on previous episodes after you finish today's video. Before we get started, just gotta say thank you all so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing my videos. It means so much that the work that I do on screen helps you with your design process, and if you're following along with me on screen or using some of the assets that I sell on Etsy, make sure to hop on our Discord server. We have an amazing community over there, over 900 people there sharing art, music, resources, works in progress. It's a really fun place to be. I really hope to see you over there. Let's take a moment really quick to check out what everybody's been working on. As always, you guys are crushing it, and I'm just very thankful that every day I get to check out this amazing community, see what everybody's up to, and if I haven't talked to you over there, I hope to see you there soon. If you want to support my channel and get yourself some really cool merchandise and graphic design assets, make sure to hop on my Etsy. I have pins, patches, t-shirts, hats, a variety of holographic stickers, and of course, graphic design templates that will make your workflow a breeze. You can also head over to my Patreon and get instant access to my digital design library. I scan and upload graphics from various design books from my personal collection, and I even include some free vector kits. You can access all of this for just $1 a month. Let's take a moment to shout out all of the higher tier patrons who make my videos possible. I appreciate your support. And finally, if you like my intro, outro, background music, I create it all. Just search Cody Vondell on Spotify or your preferred streaming service, and I'm also on SoundCloud and Bandcamp. And of course, at Cody Vondell on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and all that. As always, links to these free fonts are in the description. Let's go ahead and hop on screen and get to work. All right, so we've got a few fonts pulled up here. Let's go ahead and play with blur first. So we're going to opt out of the logos, and we're gonna be playing with a backroom style illustration. This font has two different weights. It's got that really thick one and a sort of thin one, so we'll be playing with both of those. And yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and bring these both into Photoshop. We're not gonna do too much in Illustrator with those. So this backrooms picture is an AI generated image. So it's not real, but it wasn't, didn't create it in Cinema 4D or anything like that. It's just AI. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and make two layers. That thicker layer backrooms, we're gonna go ahead and kind of turn down the opacity and kind of just sort of make it feel like, give it sort of a grungy kind of look, glowing kind of feel. And I think ultimately we're going for that like 90s David Carson kind of style, ultimately is what we're gonna go for on this piece. So just kind of playing around with the placement and where we can put the font, make it look cool. We'll probably play with a little like lorem ipsum, some like copy font, and just do something really fun as well. So yeah, just kind of playing around with some of the things that we could do with this logo, or I guess not logo, but text. I think maybe having like this really big letter back here in the front, or like just making it really big, kind of floating. That kind of gives it this grungy kind of look. So we'll turn it sideways, kind of floating there. And I think this is we might play around with the width on this just a little bit and see if there's maybe something else that we could do here. Actually, that's not looking too bad so far. And paste it in right here. And we'll just get it all feeling right. And because it's going to be a really grungy kind of David Carson inspired thing, the stuff, the text doesn't really matter. We're going to be playing around with it and kind of making it gritty and grungy anyway. So readability is, I mean, isn't really the focus here. It's more, we're going much more for like the design and the kind of abstraction. So that's where we are at today. Let's go ahead and resize these. I think just to maybe something like that, kind of scale it up, make it real blurry. So we got lots of blurry text. We feel like layers of text. Let's go ahead and make that image a little wider, and we'll kind of play around with like kind of breaking up our space a little bit. Bring this right back here some. Already, I think that's actually looking pretty cool. Pretty happy with this already. So, I'm really feeling like we've got something here. So let's copy all those, merge them, put on that color halftone. Actually, we can play with one of these free textures here, so that works. Perfect. I'll play with the screen or light and something like that. Those details are looking great. I think we're finished there. Perfect. All right, so we're going to be playing with Electro Bazaar and Chippies by Wasco. It's a Wingdings font, bunch of fun little characters and different kind of items and icons and stuff. So we'll be playing around with that. So let's go ahead and kind of play with our outlines. We got those thick outlines on that back layer, and this front layer we've got no outlines. We're going to go ahead and create outlines out of the text itself. That way we can kind of play around with the rounded edges, rounded corners, and all that kind of stuff. We're going to stack these two layers of text and maybe scale down the Electro a bit. That's looking pretty cool. We'll create outlines out of that. So, all rounded corners. We like our rounded corners over here on the channel. So, yeah, we've got a bunch of fun little characters over here. I actually discovered this Wingdings font in a book that is available on my Patreon. You can check it out for just $1 a month. Access to all kinds of pages from my entire design library. So, yeah, just playing around with this. I think this combination of those little Chippies characters and this font, they just look perfect together. It almost has that late 90s, early 2000s Cartoon Network kind of feel. It reminds me of a lot of those cartoons, Powerpuff Girls and Dexter's Lab, that kind of stuff. So that is the style that we're kind of playing with today, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So already we're going to make this big, trippy, weird kind of abstract shape back here and kind of play around. I'm thinking orange. The back rooms kind of have that reddish, brownish, so we're just going to continue with that kind of color scheme today. So once again, similar to that backrooms piece, we're going to kind of break up our space a little bit. And I really like, I've just kind of pulled out a few little items that I really like that I think maybe we could use in some way or another. And maybe one thing we can do is kind of create little capsules to keep them in or something like that. That's kind of maybe the thought process that I'm having right now. Yeah, I think that'll work. So let's get these guys copied right over here and go ahead and get these all looking cool. So I'm thinking those are ready to go. Go ahead and scale them up and kind of figure out where we want to put those. Probably do 2 layers. That way we can kind of do an overlay kind of look. We've got the color overlay on that back layer. So just playing around with what we want to do with the overall layout here, just seeing what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and pull this this text over here and see what we could do with that. I think we'll turn it this way and bring it forward. Let's go ahead and put our color overlay. Perfect. And yeah, I think we can bring these over here now. I think stuff is starting to shape up a little bit more. Starting to really the layout's starting to come together. So I'm happy about this so far. I think we can do some other stuff, maybe add in one more little character of some type. The more I'm looking at, I don't think that's the one. So let's find a different character. Yeah, the skull. I gotta go with the skull. It's edgy boy aesthetic for life. So yeah, let's put this up here. Get some kind of cool overlay and stroke going on. So we have some, that's perfect. That's looking great. And we can put this like right over here above our little icons and their capsules. Just that. That's looking great so far. Let's go ahead and change the background color. Yeah, so it's like orange, and we're gonna have some text down here at the bottom. And we'll go ahead and distort this background just a little bit so it has a sort of a, I feel like it'll look a little bit more fun if it's not, perfectly symmetrical. So something along these lines. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Cool, and let's get maybe one of these little, it's like a one-eyed, like alien-looking thing, or got a little pill guy. There's all kinds of little fun characters, so I think this is the one we'll go with. Change the color. Perfect, drop them right over here. And let's go ahead and drop some text in here. Just some more lorem ipsum, that's all we need. Just paste it right on in here. copy, paste, and paste, and paste. And then we'll play around with the spacing on these letters just a little bit. Actually, let's kind of change out the font maybe, the sizing. Actually, we can keep that font, that's fine, I don't care. But we will kind of change the space here. Something like that should look pretty cool. Got to get all these little parts right, using our tab button to just kind of work all that out. And this is really coming together. I think we've got something looking good. I think this is the last time we really have to do that too. Perfect. That is looking cool. Yeah, I'll cut a little bit of that text and just we'll just cut all that right there so it ends. That's perfect. Yeah, so we can copy all of these and kind of do the same thing we did on our last piece. We'll copy them, paste them, and do a cool little kind of color overlay, kind of make it feel like it's printed. The tails are looking great there, so really happy with that one. So there are another 3 fonts in our arsenal. Before you go, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I have a ton of fun content planned that you do not want to miss. And if you want to check out some of my recent videos, there's a brand new episode of Fix Your Designs where I take your submissions from my Discord server and touch them up on screen. If you'd like to be featured in an upcoming episode, make sure to hop on the server and post your work in the Fix My Design channel. I just did a step-by-step breakdown on how to create the best Y2K aesthetic logos, so make sure to give that a watch for an in-depth look at each step I take in my process. I also recently did a video on my brand new Metal Heart Vector Kit. There's a free version on my Discord, so make sure to check the video out and come get some free design assets. That wraps up everything for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait to talk to you on my Discord, and I will catch you in my next video. Thank you all.